Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome to Wally DM. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight. We are going to perform or run a live play game of 5th edition using 2 or 3 micro encounters from my brand new book, now on Kickstarter, The Quintessential Guide to Urban Encounters.
Yeah.
But before we get started, I just want to talk a little bit about the book, what you can expect. And the way that today's game is going to go tonight is we're going to have 3 different encounters we're going to run through, unless we only get stuck on 2 and we don't have time for the third one. But in between each one, I'll take a few moments out to answer any questions that anyone has about the Kickstarter or about the encounter we just ran, or if you want to know what my favorite color is, that's fine as well. Just post it in the chat. Speaking of the chat, Chuck is in there. Dr. Feargood, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, the Quintessential Guide to Urban Encounters is going to be, I won't even show you, but it is the follow-up to our first book, The Quintessential Guide to Monster Encounters by myself, Mr. Tarask, and JVC Perry. And we are going to bring that format back once again, but with a lot of extra stuff this time. So we're going to bring the full encounters that you can, and kind of gives you an insight on how we run things. And these encounters are going to span anywhere from 3 to 6 pages. And those that require monsters will have unique monsters that came right out of our head. So we're going to create everything in that manner. This time around, we're also going to include micro encounters, and those are going to be 1-page city-based urban encounters that you can just drop right into your game. And I haven't spoken with Mr. Tarask yet, but I am hoping that we can keep this format. I've written 4 of them now so far, and each of them have like a D4 table. So I thought that was kind of neat for GMs to be able to even customize it just a little bit. And those could be prior to the encounter. You might look at the table and adjust, or what might happen after the encounter, or what may happen during it. Or, of course, as always, you can just make it your own and do with it what you will. So these have been a lot of fun for me to write so far, and they are going to be a valuable inclusion in the book. Also included, we're going to do our essays at the beginning and how we go about writing urban encounters or running them, and things of that nature. There will be one for myself, Mr. Trask, JVC Perry, and who knows, maybe somebody else. Other than that, we're also looking at including lots of tables for NPCs, additional urban encounters that you may that you can use in your game, like little 1-sentence things that you can pop in, and whatever else. I'm also thinking of factions, because we're going to have a few factions tonight in tonight's game, so maybe that'll pop in there too. But if you are watching this live, or if you're watching it in the future, you can look back at us who were watching it live. That all made sense. And in the top right of your screen is our counter for the Quintessential Guide Kickstarter, and every once in a while I'll come in here, I'll hit F5 to refresh, and it looks like we're looking at currently 123 backers, and we are just over 40% of our goal. So yeah, any and all support is awesome. You can get the book with a print code to get it off DriveThruRPG for approximately $20 US. We're also creating a bestiary, which is going to include all the monsters from the first and second book into one handy dandy PDF, maybe with some additional lore in there and things like that. That is $30 US. And then, of course, we get really crazy after that with including yourself or your character in the book at the other levels. There's also an add-on, so you can play in a game with me, like these guys are doing, but as part of the Kickstarter. Yeah, I think that's about it. So if you have any questions, drop them in the live chat. And if you're watching this in the future, leave a comment and I'll come back and answer it. And also, thanks, Dr. Feargood. So you just pledged. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Appreciate your support, man. I think you've got just about every book I've written. So that's cool. All right, so here we go. Joining me tonight are my friends that I play with on Tuesday night offline. We have played a lot of games over the years, and they've been kind enough to go through and watch me um, be flustered and run this game for them, which is going to include the 3 micro encounters. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So if you would, what I thought was neat about today's game is this group always comes up. Jesse usually spearheads it, and we come up with unique theme names. And so we have some city and country theme names. And with that in mind, I'm going to ask Jesse to go first. So please introduce your character, who you're playing, what class you're playing, if it's like the 2024 rules, 2014 rules, a little bit of background. And Jesse, if you would just tell us about the theme a little bit.
Yeah, well, we figured it was the city encounters, so we're all named after cities. And we're not going to tell any viewers where these cities are found. This is a geography lesson as well, so good luck at, Googling all that. I am playing Pompeii as a fire genasi. Actually, I had a little flavor. I'd like her to be a mix of an earth fire genasi, but I had to go with fire genasi. And playing a wildfire druid.
Ooh, nice.
I'm doubling down on the theme, like Pompeii fire, the whole thing. For a one shot, why not? Oh, and I've got a familiar. My Vesuvius is the name of my parrot.
Mm, very good. I will let you know too that one of the encounters in the book that Mr. Trask has already written is called the Burning Library. So, I wonder if there's a connection right there. uh, Next up, Janelle, tell us about your character.
My character is named Kito. She is a human rogue trickster.
Very nice.
So she has a little bit of magic and a lot of rogues.
A lot of rogue. Very good. Going in reverse order, that's going to bring us up to Immortal.
Hello, everyone. I'm Immortal. Just a quick note that my name is switched with Collins, so you need to change. Yep, don't worry. But yeah, I'm a character named Guarda. She's an elf paladin. And if you guys want to know where Guarda is, I'll just give you a little hint. It's not in the United States. So if you know, I would like people to comment on the chat or in the comments if you know where the places are and tell us. Whoever gets it correct, well, we will give it a like.
I'll give it a like. Alrighty. And I'm going to stall a little bit while I'm moving names around. Next up, we have Colin.
Sure. Yep. I am going to be playing Ibiza, who is a hill giant Goliath and a College of Dance bard from the 2024 rules. Yeah, I will be. I don't have a familiar, although I looked at that as an option. And yeah, that's who I'm playing.
Awesome. And I almost have everybody's name the right way. I don't know if you're going to be totally cyan color anymore, though, because I'm failing to find on the color there. Very good.
I'll live.
All right. All right. Let's see if I fixed it here. We'll just transition over.
I think it's important to put in a proviso that any choices that we make during this game are not a reflection of these cities that we represent, nor the people of those cities. That these are entirely separate fictional characters that are only named after, not even as a tribute. Well, in the case of Immortal, I can't claim responsibility for his behavior at all. He is his own man.
Very good. All right, so let's begin our game. Now, this is going to take place in the city of Evrich, which is a city that we're going to feature in the Quintessential Guide to Urban Encounters. And in the city of Evrich, our main thought on this is going to be a bankocracy. So it is primarily run by the aristocrats and the owners of the banking system, your tax collectors and things of that nature. And instead of coins, you are going to use paper money, which is called quins. So you don't need to worry about the exchange rate, because when you enter the city, your first stop is always to go to the bank or to an exchange, submit the coins that you have in exchange for quins. Now, with regards to that, any other type of gold pieces, silver pieces, even platinum pieces, they're just totally worthless. No one in the city takes that currency. So the 4 of you are also part of one of our factions called the Silver Lanterns. Now, with this being a bankocracy, you can probably imagine that the city isn't the best at taking care of its citizens, so to speak. They kind of need to fend for themselves. They're ignored in a lot of parts. And unless it has to do with them paying their taxes or catching up on their loans, a lot of times the government kind of overlooks them. So stepping into the place to protect the townsfolk and even to build that sense of community are the Silver Lanterns, which are usually made up of adventurers like yourselves. Now, today is a very special and fun day because we're actually in a holiday, and this afternoon is going to be one of the favorite parts of this holiday, which is a kite flying contest. And since paper money is so abundant in the city, so is paper in general. So one of the ways that they use these is they create kites. It's a pastime for kids. It's relatively inexpensive. And on this day, annually, we have our big kite flying contest. Now, our story picks up in, we're going to just call it, I don't want to call it the International House of Pancakes because I feel like that's already taken. But since
Waffles.
we are doing the International House of Waffles, there we go. But we are in a restaurant area. Picture, if you will, the end of the first Avengers where everybody's sitting around eating shawarma. Whatever it is that you last did, this is the next morning. You're having either breakfast, lunch, or brunch. And so since you already have the city and country, I kind of want to know what each of your character is having, because our chef here is absolutely amazing. They can conjure up anything from anywhere. So let's say that you're having a traditional meal today, and let's go with we'll start with Guarda first, because I think this might be easiest for Guarda. What traditional meal is Guarda having?
Piece of bread.
A piece of bread.
Yes, with a slice of meat inside.
Okay.
And mustard.
And mustard.
There's another hint.
Okay. Well, Oscar Mayer comes to mind for me. Bread, meat, and mustard. Okay, very good. And what about Ibiza? What are you having?
I mean, Ibiza would probably just be having some sort of smoothie for breakfast, but maybe a smoothie and some churros.
Okay, very nice. And Quito?
Quito would be having steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs. Okay.
Very balanced breakfast for everyone.
Very balanced.
It's
Quito's on a keto diet.
Okay.
Nice.
What about Pompeii?
Pompeii would be having a bowl of ashen flakes, just
something dry.
Great.
just sort of really dry, crunchy, and feeding them to her parrot, feeding them to Vesuvius. 3 for her and 1 for Vesuvius.
Is it Vesuvius?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Very good. All right. Thank you for helping me paint the scene. Now, I need each of you to look at your character sheet, and I want to know who has the highest modifier for sleight of hand.
Oh.
Ooh, I think it's me.
Okay. What's your sleight?
-1.
-1? Yeah, you're up there, I'm sure.
I got a +6.
That's pretty good.
Oh, you got me
mine.
beat by 1.
Well,
Yeah.
what's
Me
so a +5 on the other two, and +6 for
Yeah.
Quito, and a -1 on Guarda. Very good. So Guarda, I would imagine. I mean, totally up to you. You either try really hard on this annual kite flying contest because it is very dexterity sleight of hand based, or maybe it's just something you do just to be a part of the community. That's totally up to you.
I'm a 2-time champion.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay.
Consolation prize every year.
He fumbles the kite sense that it does tricks, and
Yeah.
people think he's doing it on purpose. She's doing it on purpose.
She's won by dumb luck every year.
Yes.
Yep.
Very good. So speaking of which, last year, Quito, you actually came in second. There is a top prize for the top point getter, which is just a statue of a golden kite. And you came very close last year, but you were beat out by Todd. Now Todd is walking over. He's got his cafeteria tray finished. His little carton of milk on there, and he's walking over, and he just gives you all the glare down as he walks by. He's like, I'm going to be singing at the Kite annual thing this afternoon. I'm going to win again. Staring in particular at you, Quito.
Hmm.
Someone should
Parker says
mage hand his
why?
milk off his tray.
Ooh, I got an invisible mage hand. I'm gonna mage hand and poke him in the other ear. Give him a wet willy.
He responds, "Stop it! I know that's you. Quit." And he goes on, "I'll see you out on the field." And with that,
I'm
he
glad we're up against an 80s bully. This is great. We're gonna play this.
he's like half of your
Todd.
age, though. He's
We're taking on a 9-year-old. Is that what it is?
yeah. But with that in mind, Todd is very good at flying kites, though. He's one of the best. There's a few tricks named after him. So
Oh wow!
yeah, so he is very good competition at this.
Small town Todd.
Yeah. So with that, what I would like to do now is, unless you have anything else you want to say to Todd, to the chef, or with your meal, if you want to go outside, you will need to go to the toy maker's place, and I need a name for the toy maker. Does anybody have a name I can have for?
Pick a city.
Toys are you?
Anybody have a name that I can pronounce?
Whimsy Town.
Whimsy. Okay. All right. So Whimsy is an older human specializing in toys, and at this time of year, he has plenty of kites to choose from. We won't even go into the mangled mess that was your kites last year when you got done with that. Of course, Pompeii's ended up on fire, and yeah, that's a long story. The city officials will be keeping an eye on you. All right. Oh, I even had a little picture of your dinners, but that's okay. We'll have to skip that for now. That's okay.
What do people want to see?
Let's see here. So we'll hide the city. We'll take that over to the chef. And what I'm going to do now is I will move us over to Roll20. The four of you are going to step outside. You should now be able to see that out on the map. And
I see so many familiar tokens. Some of them I despise so much.
yes, so one of the fun things about this is I have used a few tokens from our previous games. Some of them might have been villains.
That guy over there.
Yeah, that guy over there, the Wally.
You don't know why, but you don't like them. Just like there's something about that guy.
Yeah, that guy. See,
he owes you money.
That's right. Cool. And so as you step outside, I'm just gonna read it right from the paper. Laughter echoes through the town square as you see children playing in the city's grand fountain, overflowing with soapy floating bubbles. Their joy, however, turns to terror as a bubbly entity, my pronunciation is good today, as a bubbly entity rises from the water. A panicked parent screams for help as three children are swept up in a massive updraft of bubbles, and the kids are floating helplessly towards the sky. So we're going to begin by rolling for initiative.
Okay.
You know, I was thinking we were gonna have fun. Way to pop my bubble.
That's a dirty 20 for me, Wally.
30-20, okay.
That's 10 for me.
Let's see here. Okay, so I got a 1-4. Bear with me just a moment while I put everybody in the initiative order here. So what was that for Guarda?
10.
10. All right, moving left to right. Abitha?
4.
4. The
Oh
powerful,
man,
powerful
Abitha's
4.
really hung over from the rave last
Yeah.
night.
I wonder
Quite a night.
what was in the smoothie.
Quito.
Yeah.
25.
Good night.
Damn.
Good night. Okay.
Now, as a
Can't move.
trickster, actually, I have the alert, 2024 alert,
Yeah.
which means I am allowed to trade with anybody if anybody else wants to go first or sooner. I guess Guarda or Abitha.
I would trade. Yeah.
I'm all right.
Not with
You
me.
wanna-
I'm already at 20. If we want to drag one
Right,
of the
if
other
you
heavy
wanna-
hitter,
If
heavy
you
hitters up.
if you want to trade with me too, you can.
Okay.
Because if Garda changes, then you can at least get your sneak attack in with some flanking or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, actually, I don't know if Wally does the flanking.
No flanking.
But I can do sneak attack though if they're up there.
Right.
So
Okay.
you want to trade, Abitha?
I don't need to. I don't have anything. No, you can go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And calling bets. Okay. So, Quito, can you go first? So what you see here is a fountain, and it actually acted on a surprise round, and you see all of these bubbles that are lifting up, and all of these townsfolk are starting to gather around. A few of them backing up, and with the aura that you can see on a virtual tabletop there, that is the expanse of these bubbles that are just like going up. And now these kids are 10 feet off the ground. What would you like to do?
No, I just read out my hands got full and try and punch bubble one of the kids.
I'm sorry, you came in really muffled on that.
Oh, I'm gonna use my hand crossbow and try and pop the bubble of one of the kids.
They're not in a bubble. They're in bubbles.
Oh,
yeah. So
they're in
it's
bubbles.
it's like an air seltzer, with lots
Okay.
of fizzies.
I'm gonna try and shoot at the bubbles that are underneath them. Slow
Okay.
their ascent.
Okay. Sure. You can give that a try if you'd like. Make your attack.
Let me use steady aim so I get advantage.
Sure.
Good thing I did that. X there. So that would be a 25.
Oh, a 25. Yeah, you're able. Now this area that you are shooting at, and is this with a crossbow or a?
A hand crossbow, so it's
Okay,
small
very
one.
good. All right, roll your damage, please.
8.
8. Okay, mighty 8. So you do see that a few of the bubbles pop. You watch your arrow as it just goes right through there, making a path. It does seem to have limited effect on there. One of the kids is like looking down and then looks over to you with these wide eyes and fear on his face. But yeah, unfortunately, does not seem to have slowed his ascension. Is it ascension? Ascension, yes. Anything else for your turn?
No, I think that is all.
Okay. That will bring us next to Pompeii.
Okay. Right away, Pompey will launch Vesuvius up towards the kids,
Okay.
and Vesuvius will fly up. And I'm going to use my action as a wildfire to activate Vesuvius as my, what's it called? My flaming companion, which just sounds like an insult to the LGBTQ community. Yeah, that's, and with that, what I would like to do, so this is a little, as usual, a little bit of shenanigans. As
I wouldn't
I
expect
can
anything
teleport,
less.
Yeah, I can tell you can teleport your companion, and everything in a 5 foot radius around will take fire damage. As technically, I can summon it as a fire spirit, but I'm just using the familiar as the fire spirit. So that's my wild shape. I'm just flavoring it that way.
Okay.
And so the parrot would fly. Hold on, I need to move my parrot to like close enough to see if the fire damage would not hurt the children, but pop the bubbles underneath.
Okay.
Sort of
So-
like a fire sphere out from underneath to see if it can like a firecracker underneath.
Okay. Sure. So, an attack?
Yeah. Well, it's a. Hold on. I just want to make sure I read it correctly. Fire teleportation. 5 foot up to 15 feet. Well, he's going to fly anyway. Each creature within 5 feet of that space must succeed a Dex saving throw DC 13. So
Okay.
the bubbles must do a DC
Bubbles.
13 Dex save.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Yes. So this area of swirling bubbles, you do see some of them start to pop. And I'm going to say that between your efforts and Kito's efforts, that our little boy in the yellow here is going to maintain his position. He's not going to go any higher. Or
Okay.
you're over by the green. It don't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bubbles in total take 5 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, I will make in the area that you're hitting as part of the bubble elemental, it will take the damage there too. So, all right. So yellow is sustaining elevation, but the other two are continuing to ascend.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my movement to run over.
Okay.
And then that was my action, was the parrot. In my bonus action, I'm going to take my wooden staff and shillelagh and hit this thing.
Okay.
Hit the base of it, I guess.
Sounds good.
Okay. That would be not great. 24 to hit.
Yeah. That would just barely hit. Yes.
Okay, just making
Barely.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah. And that is 9 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning damage.
All
Magic bludgeoning damage.
Magic bludgeoning damage, 9 points. Okay. And now one of the things that I did as being the rookie DM that I am is I missed the chance to tell you that I would also need you to make a strength saving throw for yourself and your familiar as you are now in the bubbles. And
Okay.
you're feeling very, very light on your feet.
Great. That's going to fail at an 8, I'm assuming.
An 8 for yourself?
Yeah, and then for the parrot, oh my gosh, what's the strength of a parrot here? Hold on, let me just go to.
What is the strength of a parrot? That's
a great question. 2 apparently.
Apparently,
the mod is yeah. The mod is I use I think the Raven as my model. So
Edgar Allan Parrot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to fail with a whopping 2.
Okay.
So I rolled a 2 for the
All right. So the two of you
now.
are now floating up as well, and now you are on the level of the boy in the yellow.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
And that'll be me.
I thought that you would enjoy that.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
I'm the
Very good.
Victim of carbonation.
Yes. Yep. Bloop. Right. That brings us to the elemental. Now that you are within its realm of bubbly seltzerness, it is going to make a few attacks on you.
Okay.
It actually makes 3 attacks. The first one is going to miss anyone. And then we have a 12 and a 19. Do either of those hit?
That 19 will hit.
All right. So the damage on that, that'll be 6 points of
Bubble damage?
bubble damage.
Bubble damage.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That will do it for its turn. Also on its, let's see here. Yeah. That'll bring us to Gorda.
That's me.
That's you.
I'm gonna move up here. And you said the elemental is there in the middle, right?
That is correct. Yes.
So as I see the kids floating,
Yes.
instead of
Two of the kids are now 20 feet up, and then your two allies and the kid in the yellow shirt are 10 feet up.
so even if I try to dash and grab them, I wouldn't. So I'll probably just take one of my javelins
Okay.
and throw it at the elemental.
Okay. Make your attack roll, please.
Roll it for an 18.
18 will hit. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I can roll some damage.
Mhm.
It's piercing damage. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
important or not.
That is very, very important. Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay.
Yes.
All right. 7 points of damage has been taken. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Nope, nothing else.
Okay.
Just throw the javelin.
All right. The javelin's been thrown, and it's kind of like it's like a needle to a balloon, and just shoots right through a few. I don't know. That's the best kind of.
I mean, technically, a needle to a balloon just pops the balloon, so you
Yeah.
mean the
So
elemental is dead, right?
it popped one bubble. Yes.
Right.
How many are there? 99 left?
Thousands.
Countless.
Yes.
Ni-
Thousands.
ni-
And we just hear
99
one good. That's it.
Yep.
It's just like a
99
way to
blue
go.
99 blue
Yay.
balloons to go.
Yeah, so like looking out, you see some of the citizens and a couple of them are just shaking their head. A lot of other ones are like really, they're like gripped, watching, intent on what's going on. You
Filming
see,
with their.
yeah, you see two people passing some quins back and forth.
They're gambling on us?
Yes. Oh no,
Oh, what are the odds?
what are the odds?
Yeah.
Keto and Pompeii, you switched spots here, so let me fix you. While I'm fixing you, Abitha, what would you like to do for your turn?
Sure. So are the kids at this point? Are they getting higher? Or are they stabilized at the height that they're at?
Everyone is getting higher. Anybody that is inside the realm of the aura of bubbles there are continuing to go up. Very Willy Wonka style, if you
Okay.
will.
Are they
Without the
when they're
belch.
in the bubbles? Are they restrained at all? I don't know. Maybe that's a
Yes.
question for Pompeii. How restrained do you feel?
Pompeii cannot move. You can act, but you can't move. It's.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So before Pompeii gets too high, I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to cast Mage Hand and take one end of my rope up to Pompeii.
Okay.
Well, so let me get it closer first. That's gonna probably be a
Would
factor
you like to
in
enter
it.
the bubbles?
No, I don't want to get bubble
Okay.
close. I'm gonna
Okay.
kind of do it at like a 45-degree angle kind of situation, and then Mage Hand one end of the rope up to Pompeii, and so that she can, hold on. I don't know. I guess prevent her from getting any higher, and I'll try and secure the other end of the rope to something, maybe this bench or something, so that we can use it, and then potentially that rope can be used for getting others down.
Okay. I really like that idea. So an action for your Mage Hand, and then you moved over and tied that off. So next turn, if you wanted to maybe start reeling in Pompeii, that would be I think that would be very doable. So very good.
Okay.
Okay. That'll do it for that. The first turn. That was intense. Keto, what do you have for us?
Seeing what Abita just did, I'm going to move on.
Okay.
To about
Before we go too much further, before you move, Pompeii, under the bench where your not so passive perception friend is at, you see a key that looks like a wand, and it has a little bit of a glowing effect to it. Kind of like if you were to get when you're a kid, the bubble wand from blowing bubbles. That's kind of what it looks like.
Okay.
Bubbles with bubbles.
I see that as I'm sort of spinning upside down in my bubble.
So you're like you've got Ibiza there that has mage hand this rope up to you.
Yoink!
And now you have a hold of it, and you're getting secured so you don't go up too much higher. As you're looking at Ibiza, you see underneath of that bench, there's like this little glowing key.
Okay.
All right. Sorry to interrupt. Keto.
Okay, now I'm moving forward. Oops. There, and I'm going to mage hand a rope up to the girl in red.
Okay. All right.
And have the mage hand actually wrap her.
All right. And I did, my apologies for being a rookie DM here. But I do see, Ibiza, you are also in the bubbles. And if you do enter them, if you would please, a strength saving throw to make sure that you stay fastened to the ground unless you secured yourself. I would allow if you're like holding onto the bench.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't understand where the bubbles are then.
I apologize. You guys probably can't see them because that's the way that Roll20 works. Let me turn that on. Oh yeah, there we go.
I see a token.
Yeah, I see the token. I
circle.
assumed it was the scope of the fountain was kind of the.
Oh yeah.
You can always cheat and look at the live stream.
Yeah. There we go.
Not,
Can you guys see it now?
That. No.
Hold on, I'll refresh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, if you refresh, you'll be able to see it. It's a 15-foot radius.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah.
Had I but known.
Yeah. Had you but known. I was just like, wow, they're just running right into it. What's the...
Yeah, just.
It's just for the drama of the stream. Don't worry about it.
It is. I was just like, oh,
I figured
the silver lanterns are brave.
Still don't see it. Okay.
I will just let you know that it's
That's
right where you're at, and if you hold on to the
15 feet,
bench,
that's fine. I would I would have done I would kind of be be securing it to the bench, and I'll be bracing myself with the bench as well then, if I know that I'm in the bubbles, which I now do.
Okay. Cool. Keto, are you still okay with your position then, knowing that this aura is coming out? Or would you like to take about 5-foot step backwards? Yes, that's what I figured. Very good. All right. So the girl in red is 20 feet up in the air, and she grabs a hold of the rope. And you are have her secured. Well, she will not be lifted any higher on her next turn.
Cool.
Is that all for you?
With my, I got to reload the. I'm gonna reload the hand crossbow for next time.
That sounds good. My apologies. I had to hydrate there for a minute. My voice was giving out on me. There's too much action. Cool. Pompeii.
Okay. I'm gonna start with my bonus action. Would you say that these kids are willing? If basically, I would like to use my fire spirit, my parrot. Vesuvius is going to teleport one of these kids out.
Yeah,
but it has to be a willing creature.
Definitely willing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
the novelty of being in a cylinder of bubbles is starting to wear thin on them. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So my parrot is going to grab the kid in the green.
Okay.
And teleport 15 feet down and on an angle away from, well, basically outside of the perimeter. The one thing I would like to, again, shenanigans, as they teleport, there's a 5-foot radius of fire that goes around it. So I'd like some of that to catch some of the bubbles.
Okay.
As as it teleports the kid out. So
Is-
the goal here is the kid is away from the bubbles, but the fire circle is within the bubbles.
That sounds good. Is that a saving throw or is that just automatic damage?
Yeah, it's a dexterity saving throw 13.
All right, that'll be a failure. So how much fire damage are you doing?
You always have to look this up. It is teleportation. Each creature must succeed dexterity saving throw against this one. 1d6 plus my
Okay.
proficiency bonus. Oh, that's a whopping 7.
There you go. Pop some bubbles
7
there.
power damage. And then the
Nice.
idea is that the green kid is safe.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's my
So
that's
the
my
green
bonus
kid
action.
for now is
Yep.
safe, but there is a shady character over there that.
Yeah, what's with the? Can I not do it there? Can we not send him into the arms of some molester or something like that? What the heck?
That's
I mean,
That's his mother.
that token
That's his
token's
mother.
for immortal. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
super
Which
creepy.
one of those is for immortal? They are
Yeah.
conveniently side by side.
yeah. That's their child. So they're very thankful.
Oh, they're
Okay.
a couple now. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just for immortal to do that. And then I will just turn. I guess I've got one hand on the rope to keep me from floating. Thank you, Ibiza. And then I'm gonna turn and burning hands down into the main heart of the bubbles.
Okay. Saving throw.
A dexterity 13.
All right. That time we will succeed with a dirty 20.
Curses.
Snaggle dabbits.
And can I use movement to try and pull myself along the rope?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Difficult terrain, so you can pull yourself 15 feet along the path of the rope.
Okay, which puts me basically just
I mean,
on the
at
outside
the
of the
bench, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, basically at the bench.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. So at the beginning of its turn, everyone that is not secured rises another 10 feet. I think everybody's secured at this point, though, right?
Yeah, we
Yellow isn't, or unless we.
yellow. We prevented from going any higher.
Oh, that's right. So now in this turn, yellow's going to go. Yellow's going to rise above.
Yeah.
Well,
so
they'll be level. So because
Yeah.
red is tied,
Yeah, red's at 20.
yellow
yellow's
is
at
not.
20.
Look,
Yeah, and
mommy,
you
I'm
can-
flying.
And you can see that this cylinder is about 40 feet high, and then it just like ends. It's just, it's actually quite miraculous. So one of the cool things about this bubble elemental is it doesn't need to stay in place, which is really, really cool. It's actually going to move from its location.
Fantastic.
No good.
Yeah.
And it's going to, let's see here. We'll go odd, Abisa, or even.
I guess the
Parfait.
red and yellow go with it, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. There we go. Snap is an action. So they move. I would need Keto and Guarda to both make strength saving throws, please, to see if these bubbles raise you into the air.
Do I also need to make?
Strength saving
Guarda.
throw.
Yes, because apparently it hinted. Okay. Oh, that's
Wait,
a plus
are we?
3.
We're automatically in the bubbles. Do we not
Yeah.
do it as well, won't we?
You're already under the influence of the bubbly bubs.
For me, that's a
Oh, okay.
20, but not natural.
Okay. You're able to resist.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Well, since I have like heavy armor and such,
I
I
would.
get like give advantage on that.
I'd give you
Not
half
that I need
advantage.
it.
I would give you half advantage on that.
Half advantage. Okay,
Yes.
that's cool. And now about the healing potion.
Roll
too.
one dice, take the highest.
And one of these thousands of bubbles is a healing potion. Just to let you know.
Oh, okay.
If you were to able to drink
1 in
that.
1,000.
Yeah.
1 in 1,000 theory.
Yeah, that's your
yeah.
chance of getting a healing potion for this game.
Okay.
You're putting us behind schedule. Quit. Kidding. I'm kidding.
You're gonna be here all night.
Yes. I did roll odd, so it's going to attack Ibiza. And that is 3. We're going to call them bubble bashes.
Bubble bashes.
That is a 2. That is a 19. and that is a 10. So 2 10s and a 19.
So the 19 hits.
Okay. 19 hits. That is that's 11 points of bludgeoning damage from the bubble.
Don't like these bubbles. All right.
That will end its turn. I need to make a saving. You also see 2 of the townsfolk. One successfully gets out of the way, but the one that's in between Guarda and Quito, she also raises 10 feet in the air. And now you see a few other people, and some of them are like really getting out of the way, fearing for getting caught up in this bubble mania. But others are like right on the edge, as spectators watching with anticipation to see how you handle.
And some are enjoying
They
it,
want
right?
in on the ride.
Yes. That does it for the elemental's turn. So Guarda.
Okay, I'll drop my sword, take out my halberd, rush towards the elemental, and try and attack it with the halberd. Since it has like the cleave weapon mastery, which means I can attack another creature, do I count it as like hitting multiple bubbles or not?
You do whatever you feel is right on this one.
Okay, so I'll
You tell
attack it
me.
multiple times until it's dead. Is that right?
Sure.
Okay. First I'll attack
Wail on
it.
it.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Nice. And it's dead. Oh no, I have to roll. Okay. 10 points
That
of
feels
damage to
right.
it. Yeah, that feels right.
Okay.
And let's see what else I'm going to do.
I will say that those of you that are using weapons, you're feeling like it's just not doing as good of a job as you would like.
So I feel like I hit it, but the bubbles pop, but more keep coming out.
You feel like it's like maybe has like a resistance to some of your weapons.
Okay.
Okay.
So in that case, what's everyone's AC? That's important for me to know.
Oh, here it comes Shatter.
No, it's
16.
16. Pompey?
17.
17. Pompey? Come on.
Oh, we
I can't hear you.
18. I was muted. Sorry.
Oh,
18.
Okay, so there's no need for me to cast Shield of Faith on anyone. I'll pass my turn.
okay. Okay.
Everyone was expecting the shatter.
All right. You were able to back out of the area, right? You made your saving throw. That's right. For now, we're just gonna say you're fine.
Do I have to roll it again?
Nah. Abitha.
Okay. So I am in the midst of these bubbles, right?
You are.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Starry Wisp.
Ooh.
That's
Okay.
a radiant cantrip.
Okay.
It's
a good one.
And
Like it.
22.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Do you dance while you do it? Like, are you?
Oh yeah,
doing
no,
like
there's
the-
lots of light trails going on.
Is there?
That's
Yeah,
why I picked
yeah.
it. I basically attack with a mote of light,
Nice.
which I loved the optics of that. And so damage wise, that is 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
Now here's
The fun part.
with an attack roll, and deal damage to it. Now, I'm not I don't want to do this unless it's going to have some sort of well, I don't know. I can make it prone now, as part of my Hills Tumble.
Okay.
Um,
I'll save you on that and let you know that it does have immunity to the prone condition.
I figured prone. Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's not going to do anything. I'd love the idea of this whole column of bubbles just flipping over on its side.
Oh yeah, yeah, they
but,
do. Yeah, absolutely.
But anyways, that's fine. Then in that case, yeah, that's not happening. I think I would probably have sussed that out at this point.
Okay.
So yeah, that's me for now.
Okay. Cool. Keto. What would you like to do?
Well, first off,
yeah.
Oh,
Yo, you go ahead.
first off, I'd like to take up the slack in the rope between me and the girl in red,
Okay.
and hopefully I can draw closer.
Okay.
Either me going up or her coming down, either one.
Sounds
And
good.
then I'm gonna burning hands the elemental.
Okay. Yeah, so I would say that what was she, 20 feet up and you're 10? So you,
Yeah.
the two of you can meet at 15. I also would like to tell you that anyone that is in the bubbles, if you'd like to make an athletics check, you could try to get out. It would require an action though. But yes, you using your movements, you're able to meet the girl in the red shirts halfway. You are now both 15 feet above the ground.
Okay.
And burning hands.
Then burning hands, so that's a dex 13.
Okay.
Did you pass?
Oh, that's me. Sorry, I
Yeah.
missed my cue. Yes, I did. That is an 18 for the elemental.
So that would be 5 damage then, instead
Okay.
of the 11.
All right.
Oh, I didn't do that last time. I forgot to give you half damage.
That's okay. I'll apply it.
Yeah.
Plenty of hit points.
Awesome. Good to know. Good to know.
Is that it for you then?
That is all.
All right. You're 15 feet in the air. Boy in yellow. Oh wait. Pompey. We'll go with you first.
Okay.
Put myself right next to her.
It worked really well before. Vesuvius is going to fly between the two kids.
Okay.
In there, and I just read the details on it. I can teleport both of them if they're both willing.
Oh.
Because they're within the distance of it. So the parrot's going to fly right between where the two of them are floating, and then within the radius of 5 feet in either direction.
Okay.
He can teleport both of them, and take them out of where they are and to a safe distance of, well, the maximum we can teleport is 15 feet, so outside of that circle.
Okay.
And again, if I can catch the lip of the bubbles with a little bit of that burst as he reappears.
Yes. Roll your damage.
Yeah.
I will make the saving throw if it's anything.
Yeah, it's a saving throw. It's a DC 13.
Yep. That is a 22.
And I also reread 22.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you take half damage.
Okay.
Which half of that, it's 3. You take 3 fire
okay.
damage.
Very good. All right.
So that's, and then for my action, I'm sort of upside down holding this rope, and can I reach under this bench and feel around for this bubble wand thing?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you grab it. And I'll even allow you a quick Arcana check if you would like.
Sure, that'd be great. Thank you. That's very kind of you. My Arcana is whopping 18.
Oh, okay, that's really good. Yeah, so you would be led to believe that this is definitely what has summoned the elemental, and
right.
You believe that these kids probably accidentally activated it, and by now holding the wand and with that 18 Arcana, you now have control of the bubble elemental.
All right. Well, that was is that my action or my free action? Just trying to negotiate on economy.
I'll give you a little bit more economy since it's been an hour so far. What would you like to do now that you have control?
So, well, basically, once I grab it, I'm going to just sort of hold it up and with whatever mental acuity it takes to control this thing, tell it to put everyone down on the ground.
Okay.
And
gently.
Gently.
Yes.
None of us have Featherfall. I checked. I was like, I was going to take Featherfall, and I don't have it.
Yeah.
So
okay. It does that.
Back from whence you came, creature.
And you see as the bubbles just like slowly pop from underneath. And those of you that are caught up in it, you can feel yourself just descending out of the cylinder until it comes to a complete stop. And with your astute perception, I don't know if astute's the right word or not. I'm trying to use big words tonight, and I don't know if that's one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I used that correctly.
Like
but if I did, Yeah, baby steps for me. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Honestly, anybody that's I'm going to pick on Colin's character here. Anyone with a passive perception of 14 or higher, you would probably be able to see the features on this elemental once the children were left its radius. You could see that it kind of frowned. It was just like, oh, like it was sad. Like the elemental thought that everybody was playing, so to speak, and now that the children are out, it was just like, oh, that's over. But then it looks at you and then like, oh, okay, I guess I need to behave.
Playtime's over.
Yes.
I pat it on the head.
Yes.
There. Go back to the fountain.
Yeah, so it's up to you. You are more than welcome to what do you call it when you tell it to go away?
Banish it.
Dispel it. You can
dispel it.
banish,
Yeah.
dispel it.
Unsummon.
Basically, with no animosity, just sort of like everyone out of the pool, kind of mentality. Just sort of tone it down. Pompeii doesn't talk. She's mute. She talks through her parrot.
Okay.
So she would sort of do whatever the wanding is, and then does this mean I have a pet bubble?
You now have
to keep the wand.
You now have a magic item called the Wand of Bubbling Delight.
Awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
You get the magic item. I get New England potions. I see where this is going.
Yep.
Fortune favors the brave, my friend.
Yep. It has
and the fools.
Yeah, for 3 charges you can summon a bubble elemental, but the charges are all empty now. So.
You can
just have a bubble wand. That's what I have. I have a magic item, but it's useless.
It probably recharges at some point.
Yeah, it recharges at dawn. Yeah, 1d3.
Yeah, after this game.
After this.
Can we take a long rest now? Should we take a long rest? I think we should take a long rest now.
No.
Okay.
Right. You'll miss
cool.
you'll miss the annual kite flying contest if you do that.
That's right.
Yeah, it's true. All right, cool. I have a bubble wand. Love it.
All right. So that's going to take us out of the initiative order. And there are a few of the parents especially, and a few of the other citizens. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh,
good show.
great.
Good show.
Yes. Yeah, you can see a couple of the kids are getting a talking to. I told you not to be playing around with that kind of stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Probably the green kid is getting beaten. Yeah.
I have to say the bubble wand seems to suit Ibiza as a theme more than me, so I'm going to give the bubble wand to Ibiza because that goes with the rave.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take it.
So I'm going to give it to you.
Bubble foam party.
Yeah. Release the foam.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. So I will let everyone know in the chat. I forgot we're live streaming.
We are.
We're all wrapped up in the action.
It happens all the time. That's good. So well done, everyone. That was a micro encounter called Bubble Trouble. There is a D4 chart where you can decide why the bubble elemental has arrived there. That was one of the ways was the kids were accidentally playing around with stuff and summoned it on accident. But yeah,
I like the idea of the elemental not being like aggressive, more like I'm having fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Yeah, and by its own means. But if they would have gotten to the top of the cylinder up to 40 feet, the kids would have fell and taken bludgeoning damage, or anyone would. Once you go out of the range of the bubbles, then you fall.
But you can try and catch them.
Mm-hmm.
And it repeats
then
the
at the end of,
cycle all over.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get to play like firemen catching people, like with those big.
Yes. Yeah. Very good. So that's Bubble Trouble. That is available for download on our Kickstarter page. So if you wanted to get that, try it yourself. It is available to you.
Cool.
So moving on, you see there are kids and adults of all ages, citizens of all ages, I should say, that are starting to get their kites ready in the park. And we are now getting a little bit crunched for time. And you're going to want to get to the toy shop. What was his name? Whimsy. You need to see Whimsy to pick up your kites so that you can participate in the competition. Now, I will allow you guys to move your own tokens. I'm just going to rearrange a few in an orderly fashion here to give the presence that something strange is going on.
I'm gonna walk up and kick this guy in the shins.
That's not nice.
That isn't nice. That isn't. Just this random NPC just gets kicked in the shins. You know, I just like to look at him.
Oh, you son of a...
Ow!
Yeah. Did
You're
you
in
make
my
sure
way.
nobody was watching first? I mean, you're
Yeah,
a
yeah. No, it was
respectable member of the Silver Lanterns. so...
Total stealth now. That was
I
total
knew you
stealth.
guys were fake. You damn kids.
I'll just kick that caterpillar away. And all those things.
Yeah, did you see the caterpillar?
No!
And
Is the caterpillar there too?
Yeah,
Yes.
look in the bottom right in the park.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh, that's funny.
There's
That's
Yoshi.
funny. Yeah.
So as the bubble elemental dissipates, the toy shop is right over here. I'm gonna focus ping. Bing. I don't know how. Ooh. Wow.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Oh, what did that do? Oh, put that back.
You
Messing this
focused.
up.
You might have been on that thing, and it just opened up that thing. It just randomly appeared.
Yeah. So what you see now is a small crowd is gathered out in front of Whimsy's toy store. They're peering through the windows in panic and disbelief. One of them, our person with the blue circle here, looks to be a concerned citizen and is rattling the locked door of the toy shop and slamming their shoulder in it as if trying to force it open. And now this is going to be initiative night. We're going to do these events in an initiative order. So
Okay.
if you guys
Do we roll again or do you use the same initiative?
let's roll again.
Okay. I am now lower 6.
Nice. I'm 20.
All right.
I took yours.
20,
Carter.
24.
Oh my god!
That
I gotta beat
initiative.
Janelle at least once in initiative.
All right. What
Although, I mean, ironically, we could just switch. It doesn't really matter.
what did Pompey get?
Excuse me.
What was Pompey's initiative? 21?
23.
23. That's pretty good.
Thanks. I try.
I think I got everybody right. 24, 23, 20, and 6. Okay, so starting from where you're at, with movement involved, that's the scene that you see. This is the toy shop here. There's some windows. There's a door somebody's trying to break down. Keto, what are you doing?
Well, I'm right by the door.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to pick the lock.
Okay. So an action to use your dexterity sleight of hand with thieves' tools. Make your roll.
Do we even see what's happening inside? Like, can we see anything?
That was what
If you were to
that
go
was
up
my
to the
next-
window and look through, you would be able to see what's happening. There's a couple people already going like this.
Wait, where are the windows? Am I in front
We're
of one?
going to
or-
say one is right here. Oh, I can't ping like that. We're going to say one is to the right of Keto, where this person's looking in. And then
Okay.
there's another window over here to the left of Blue Man Group.
Okay.
So there's two windows. and currently there's somebody looking in there like, I can't believe it. This is so crazy.
So Keto's just breaking in on
Yeah, so Keto's just like,
court of public opinion.
So yeah, so
kinda.
this person in blue is like, oh great, yes, we could use your help. He needs help. And then you unlock the door.
Yeah, I
Alright.
rolled a 17.
That is going to unlock it, and I'm going to work some a little bit of map magic here, if you will. We're going to push that to the back.
Oh, look at
Yes,
that!
Look at that. I'm
It's
getting
like it
good
was
at
there
this.
all along.
It was. Yeah. There we go. We'll move this back front and center. I need to put a few other pieces into place. This is going to be Whimsy.
I can
I
see
walk
it.
up and I kick him. I kick him in the shins too.
That's it. No more Wally tokens in your games.
He looks shady.
And Slim.
I
At
see what
least
you.
he stood up.
I see what you did there.
All right. Yes. So Keto. When you open the door, you see the toy maker, Whimsy, has a marionette cross made of what looks like spectral, almost like radiant energy. And there are strings that are attached to him. And he is flailing around dancing. And with your passive perception being good enough to meet or exceed the target number that I've chosen, you can tell that he looks extremely exhausted. It looks like he's been doing this for quite a while, and he could be in some medical danger if things aren't helped. What you also notice opening up this toy shop with your passive perception of 15 is on a little, like a puppet stage, is a little marionette that is dancing on the stage on the desk, and it is doing the same movement as Whimsy. This is my little marionette thing.
Nice.
Have I provided you with
Props.
Yeah.
Props to the DM.
Props.
For having
Yeah.
props.
Brought 'em. Props.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going
So
to
he's
run.
just dancing, right? There's no music.
Right. Yeah. No music at all. There's little, like, itty bitty little puppet strings on it, and it's just dancing. And so is Whimsy.
I'm going to run up and run around to that side, to the back side of it.
Okay.
And with my dagger and the nick action, I am going to take 2 swings.
What are you swinging at?
I am swinging at the little itty bitty marionette. Trying to
At the
try
dancing.
and cut.
Ooh, what is that? What did I
Yeah.
just drink?
Oh.
Ugh.
That is not a sentence you want to hear very often. What did I just drink is not something that should come out of people's mouths.
Do you feel like dancing now,
Look,
Wally?
like, what did I just drink?
Wow.
Especially when you're stream. We
Oh,
can't
yeah, that's
get
right.
to you. If something
We're
happens to you, Wally, we can't help you. And neither can anyone in the chat.
That's true. Yeah. So make your. What are you swinging with? Are you like
Dagger.
with a dagger? Okay. Yeah. Make your attack. With advantage because it's a puppet.
Oh.
Okay.
The first one is a 12.
A 12 is good enough to hit. Are you trying to like fling it or stab it with your dagger? Are you like doing a motion like this to send it flying, or a stabbing motion to?
I'm going to try and cut the strings.
Okay.
So I'm going to whoop right through the strings.
Yeah, and it does exactly that. Right through the strings, nothing happens.
And then I'm going to attack again because with 2024 Nick rules, I get to try a second time.
Okay, there you go. 2024 is coming in.
It is. This time I get a 16.
Okay, and that's gonna. What is your attack? Are you attacking the strings again?
Nope, that did nothing. I am going to try and stab at the doll itself.
Are we going stab like shish kebab,
Stabby,
or are
stabby.
we
Yeah.
just using it as a way to fling it? Okay. Yeah, you shish kebab it. And the puppet is now on your dagger, and even though it's on your dagger, it's still dancing on your dagger.
Huh.
That's dancing without a care in the
it.
world.
No, that's perfect. Just
Yeah.
that.
Yep, dance puppet
Dancing on
dance.
my dagger.
Huh?
Hmm.
Yeah. Cool. But Whimsy's still dancing. Do you have anything else that you'd like to try?
Try stabbing Whimsy.
I'm not going to stab
Put him out of his
Whimsy.
misery.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm gonna drink some more flavored water. Give me a minute.
I'm gonna put my mage hand on top of the control mechanism for the marionettes.
Does that that require an action, right, for the cast
No.
mage hand?
Because I am a
Arcane?
It's the leisure domain
trickster.
one.
Oh, very
I'm
nice. Okay,
trickster rogue in the bonus action,
nice.
and I'm going to try and hold the control thing still
Okay, on the puppet or on Whimsy?
on the pup.
Okay. Yeah. Your mage hand is unable to grasp it. It's very ghostly.
Okay, that's all the moves I got.
Okay, that was a good turn. A lot of things revealed and happened in that turn. Pompey.
Okay, a couple of quick assessment questions.
Sure.
Is there a window behind Whimsy there, like behind that cash register?
There's no window,
into
but
that back alley?
there is a door that goes to a back room, but there's no window.
Right. Okay.
I do not have a map for the back room, so
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm
go
just trying
there.
to figure out. Just don't go there. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do because I have to get in there first of all,
Yeah.
right?
You can.
Well, I don't
Everybody's
actually.
friendly here, so
Oh,
as
okay.
far as movement goes, you can go
Okay,
through people.
15,
You just can't end in the same
20,
space unless they're hostile
25,
towards
30.
you. I don't know.
Okay,
Is
that's
there
as-
somebody that
that's
you
as far
kicked
as
in
I
the
can go.
shins? Did you kick any of these people in the shins?
I kicked all of them in
Yes.
the shins to get them out of my way. Out of my way! I kicked them all in the shins. to
Yeah,
get them out
because
of
if
my
you kicked them in the shins like you did those other two, then they're going to be hostile.
way. I'm gonna try something. It's the only thing I could think of is I'll burn down his toy store. So it's the trouble when you're a single elemental thing. I can't like do anything but burn them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can pretty much get in there.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll use my action to assess the scenario. Can I roll an Arcana or something like that to see what the link is? Obviously, as a player, I can see there's some sort of voodoo thing. But can I see that I've seen her take 2 swings
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't affect
Mm-hmm.
either the strings there? Can I look at the strings that are attached onto Whimsy there?
Do you just want to do? So you want to use your action? Do you want to use your action to just do an overall assessment of the area?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I would allow you can either do perception or Arcana if you want.
okay, we'll do perception because I got my roll high on that one. Ooh, nice. Wait,
Or history
I got
or medicine.
I got a whopping 9 on that perception. So
Okay. You do have a high passive,
I
so
obviously can't see anything.
you do have a high passive, so I'm going to allow you an advantage roll
Yeah,
because we're live streaming, and I want everybody to think that I'm
Okay.
a really friendly, nice GM.
You're
Yes.
very
Wow.
benevolent. You're very benevolent. That second roll is much better. 24. That's a
Okay.
24 on that.
All right. Yeah. So, what character class are you again? Druid.
I'm a druid.
Yeah. Seeing the puppet flailing about on the shish kebab dagger, you would assume that it's under the same influence that Whimsy is under, which would mean that perhaps maybe it has something to do with the little puppet stage that was on.
The stage itself, not the thing that it's on.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Then as a bonus action, I would like to shillelagh the stage.
Okay.
Nice.
The lady, the stage.
I'm gonna shillelagh. Oh, it was just almost a nat 20. That's an 18 to hit the stage.
Okay. Yeah, you do hit it.
And the damage on that will be, top notch, 11.
Okay, 11 points. You see a ripple come out from the stage, and you hear it just whack. When you do, it like flips in the air and then lands back down, and it looks like it's now upside down. You can see 2 active glyphs on it.
Ooh.
It does
Do I have
not
time
really
to-
look like you damaged it at all, though. This
Okay,
seems to be
but-
some type of maybe a cursed item.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, we'll say that's my turn because I've used everything then in the
Yeah,
arsenal,
that was
and
a
I've
pretty
built
good
up.
turn. Ibiza.
All right. So I'm going to kind of dance my way over here to where everybody is at the door, and then kind of pop in, see what's going on, what all the fuss is about. I see Whimsy dancing in the corner. I'm like, yes, more of this. And
I can imagine. I just love the idea of this giant Goliath that just
I'm
never
just
stops.
I'm
It's
just
like,
gonna go in and
Yeah.
just
too
so
early for a raid.
what I'm gonna do, because I honestly don't know what else to do, is I am gonna cast Minor Illusion and create a sound repeating for the next minute of like a bass beat, so that at least we're dancing to something. Yeah.
Yes.
So I've minor illusioned up some music at least, or some sound, some dance beats to dance to.
I love that.
That is my action.
Okay.
But then what I'm going to do, because I don't
Can
really
I at least
have...
point at the glyphs? Can I point at the glyphs for him to see it, like as he comes in, and
no,
because I know you can't.
His
I know you're not
perception is
talking.
very weak.
like what? Yeah, he's too busy dancing.
Well,
Like I don't know what you're pointing at, man.
Yeah, if you
I'm
point
distracted.
it out to him,
It's
if you point it out to him,
but
that's
yeah, no,
fine.
I would notice
Yeah.
if you're pointing at something. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
that daft.
Yeah, when
It's
he
not
when
like
he runs
negative.
Yeah, when Abisa runs in the room, if Pompey wants to be like, "Hey, check out the look at
Yeah,
that."
no, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna smash it. I smash it with the shillelagh. It comes down. He comes in, and I go, it would roll at his feet or whatever, and I point down it, and I sort of give him the eyes, like that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do with it other than like attack it.
Are you proficient in Arcana as a bard?
I am.
Or you half proficient?
I have half proficiency in everything.
Okay. I would allow a Arcana check or an investigation check if you would like to do one of those.
Yeah, those are both the same. But I will do one nonetheless. Nope. No, I don't.
Okay. All right. So the next little thing we're going to do here is on initiative count 20, which I had to wait for a long time because everyone rolled except for Guarda above 20. On initiative count 20, this is actually a magical complex trap is going to activate. So anyone that is within 15 feet of it, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh.
That I can do.
Dance, people, dance.
Oh man, I am rolling dog poop here.
Uh-oh.
You mean
9.
parrot poop?
Parrot poop. Yeah.
23.
23 is really good.
17.
17 is also really good. So another set of a marionette cross with strings attaches to Pompey, and you just watch as the strings go.
Yeah.
And now Pompey, with that new sick beat that you're laying down.
Yeah, now we're all dancing.
Now Pompey
Now
is
we're all
dancing.
dancing.
Keto and
Except for
Abisa, you're
Keto.
fine.
Except for me,
I was already dancing though.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Maybe
just
it decided to skip
enthralled.
me.
You were
I'm enthralled with my shish kebab.
Yeah, you
dancing
still got the
fellow.
dagger, the little dagger puppet, and it's still dancing too. Yeah. So unfortunately, Pompey, you are incapacitated. You can attempt that saving throw again at the end of your next turn. Whimsy is now level 2 exhaustion.
Oh.
We're gonna lose Whimsy.
Oh no, we can't lose Whimsy. D&D. What's D&D without Whimsy?
Guarda.
I'm gonna enter the shop.
Okay.
Does it affect the music, or do I have to do like any?
You're fine for now.
Okay, I'll walk up to Whimsy, like pat him on the shoulders, cast lay on hands as a bonus action to help him ease off.
Okay. You can tell. You would be able to tell that he's not really hurting. He's exhausted.
Okay, he's just exhausted. Can I like
from dancing
grab
so
him and
much.
try to take him out of the shop?
Yeah, you could try that.
Okay, I want to try and like pull him towards here. And I was like, "Do you guys got that marionette thing? I'll get Whimsy outside."
How much movement do you have left? Is that as far as you get?
Yes, that's why I just.
Okay. All right, so you're there. Well, you could use your action to dash if you'd like.
Since I'm
Yeah, I would recommend
holding...
you not being there for the next deck saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you'd like to try to carry, so to speak, Whimsy out of there, if you want to do a
How
strength,
fat is he?
Whimsy is actually a skinnier older gentleman. So you wouldn't have any problem as long as you succeed on a strength athletics check. Then you could go full movement if you only get half.
Yeah. Let's
Then-
go. Athletics, that's a +5. I want it. That's not ready.
Okay.
I don't need a +5.
Yeah, you're able to take Whimsy out, and he's just like flailing on top
Come
of
on,
you.
Whimsy. The people need your puzzle toys.
Yes. And once you
and this is like you just walked into a rave, this regal elf, just like no dance moves at all. We're all like getting down, and you just plow through.
Stomps in.
Firemen carry them over your shoulder and then plow out like a bouncer.
Sorry, you had enough. Let's
Here we
go.
go.
Outside.
Yeah,
That's good. I like that. Very good. Yeah, and once you get Whimsy out of that 15-foot radius of the stage, he just like, like collapses on your shoulder from exhaustion. I can't thank you enough. Oh my gosh. Your kites are ready too, by the way.
Yeah. Now I need to go get my friends. And I look outside, see Poppy, and go like, on to the next.
I was like this close to giving you inspiration.
no.
And now I'm going to give it to everybody because of that. Well done. Everybody has inspiration.
Awesome.
I'm doing my job. Okay, that's for me.
Keto.
Okay, I'm going to do an Arcana check on the runes.
Now that you see the what are you? You are a you're a rogue. I will say that you guys are able to figure out that if you were to have 2 successful Arcana checks on one on each of those runes, you could disable this. Or if you were to cast Dispel Magic, it would take 2 Dispel Magics or 2 successful Arcana checks. Would you like to perform one? It will take your action to do so.
I will do an Arcana check.
Okay.
Because I don't have Dispel Magic.
Okay.
I am proficient in Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
And that is it's +5, it gives me 8.
It gives you 8 total.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. Yeah. That's not even close.
And then I am going to skedaddle out of there so that I'm more than 15 feet away.
Okay. All right. Keto is gone. Is that it for your turn?
That is it.
Okay. Pompey, you are incapacitated. At the end of your turn.
No, hold on.
Stuck.
Give him room. He can say it. Give him room. He can say it. Try again, Wally.
Oh,
there we go.
Thank you. Incapacitated. At the end of your turn, you can reattempt your saving throw.
Sure. Question.
Yes.
I can do stuff with my parrot on my bonus action, so I'll use my turn, and then the parrot follows my initiative anyway. So, okay.
Is the parrot good with arcane?
No, but I did roll a 21 on that dexterity saving throw.
That's magnificent, because if you did not roll that, you would have had a level of exhaustion, which would have been
awesome.
Really bad for the annual kite flying contest to have that kind of a mark on you.
My level of exhaustion.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yes. You're able to break that. You're just like, what am I doing? This dance is terrible, and you're able to.
No, her eyes flare out, and she gets all steamed up, like this is not my music, and sort of burns the ropes off, and just sort of shoots daggers at Ibiza, like, you just had to add to the mood, didn't you? And then so that would be my turn.
Okay.
There's not much as a bonus action. I'm gonna have the parrot poop on the disc.
Okay.
Just poop.
Yeah. It soaks in and gives it a distinct smell.
Okay.
Yes. So that's going to bring us to Ibiza.
I'm assuming it's impenetrable. The disc can't be destroyed.
Correct.
All right. So having seen Whimsy being carried outside and his kind of release from the effects of that kind of dance, I will grab. Am I going to burn myself if I touch Pompeii?
No, you won't. She's part stone, right? She's a cool volcano.
Right. Okay. I'll. Anyways, since it was the end of your turn that you were kind of released and you don't have any movement, I guess I'm gonna kind of try and drag you out.
Oh, actually, sorry.
Or
don't worry about it.
Is she immune from being reaffected?
I can teleport out. I can teleport out.
You can teleport out?
Yeah.
Now
or I should have done it as my bonus action, but yeah. Anyway.
Right. Okay. Well, then in that case, I'm just gonna. I'm like, all right. As fun as that was, I'm gonna just leave the store essentially. I'm gonna be like, "You good?" And you get presumably you nod, and then I will. I'll back out, so that I don't kind of dance against my will, which it's not cool, man.
Very good. Is that it for your turn?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So you got out of there, Pompeii? Is that correct?
Yeah. If I can retcon that, I would use.
I think so. Just again to show the world how much of
merciful of the DM you are.
Yeah. How
much
of a gracious. You know.
I teleport to a safe distance where no one in the surrounding circle would get burnt. So basically, a small ball of fire appears, and I'm outside the store.
Okay. Everybody sits downstairs and watches, and they're looking into the toy shop. And a few of you, from your point of view, eventually you watch as those two glowing runes, they just fade, and it's what do you call it when you haven't used an item for a while? It just went to sleep, kind of a thing.
Goes dormant.
Since there was no what's that?
Hibernate.
Dormant like a volcano.
Yeah, it goes dormant. It goes dormant. Yes. Yes, and that will take us out of the initiative. Keto, the puppet. Once you got out of the room, it just went, and now you have a puppet with a hole in it.
My puppet died
on the dagger. So, yes, that'll take.
Anybody got an animate object so we can animate my puppet again?
Sorry, no.
I have locate object.
You got an invisible mage hand. Invisible mage hand could
just
get inside.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Your own little puppet show.
Yeah. So that is the end of that encounter. That one's going to be called Puppet Strings. That's going to be a trap video that I'm going to record this weekend and release it next week, and will be in the Quintessential Guide to Urban Encounters as a little magical trap that you can run for your players. Cool. I don't see very many people left in the stream. I don't see any questions to answer. I do want to check real quick to see how our funding is going, and it does look like we hit the 50% mark, which I am extremely excited for. So we have surpassed $4,000 US. We are more than halfway to our goal now. So for those of you that have pledged to back this project, thank you very, very much. Cool. So with that, let's go to our last encounter. And that's just going to pick up right where we left off. And that is going to be with Whimsy. And he's sitting on a nearby bench just outside of his shop. He's got his red handkerchief. And
I'm giving him a beer.
He doesn't drink anymore, but he appreciates the offer. He says,
I cast prestidigitation on the beer, and it's non-alcoholic now.
and he appreciates that. And he will take a few drinks. And he's kind of just hunched over. He's got his elbows on his knees, and the crowd begins to, here we go, big word, dissipate, and go back to their own business. And you're also seeing folks of all ages heading to the park with their kites in hand. And Whimsy looks up at the four of you and says, I can't thank you enough for that. I thought I was going to die dancing.
Yeah,
Are kites inside the store with the cursed item?
I'm not going in there until I know it's safe.
I put up a sign saying it's closed for the day.
Gone kiting.
I appreciate that, but I need
gone raving.
Yeah.
But I need to get the kites for you, the four of you, so that you can.
Oh, they're in the store.
They're in the store.
If you can point where they
the new
are,
rave
I
store?
Yeah. Well, I have
can
to
dash in and dash out.
Well, I think that's item. As long as it's off, we should be okay.
Are you stark raving mad?
No. It's activated when I
mean,
put the puppet on it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go in and get our kites then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys go into the shop, everybody roll safe. No, just kidding.
We send Ibiza there because he's always dancing. It doesn't affect him, and he picks up the kites and comes back dancing
I've
with the
also
kites.
got extra movement,
He's already
so I can dash in and dash out.
Yeah. Yeah. You're able to go back in, and he brings you over to. You can see his shop is just littered with kites everywhere. He has 4 of them, and I will let you each choose. There's plenty, so if you want to have the same one as someone else, you're more than welcome to. We'll just make it a different color, so you don't.
Do we have choices?
You don't get them mixed up. Yes. So the choices are. And Whimsy's going to go through each of them with you. They're all 4 shaped like a flying monster. Or a creature, but he tells you, or he shows you how you can use it in case to do like extra tricks or something like that. So the way that it's going to work is when you actually get to the kite flying contest, is you're going to use dexterity sleight of hand. It's going to go for 5 rounds, and then you're just going to total your score up at the end. But if you would like to re-roll one of those, you can use the ability of your kite, and you get 3 re-rolls. So here they are. The first one's a dragon. So if you choose this one, the dragon can help you anticipate air currents, adjust strings, or altitude. So you could re-roll, but you would have to use your intelligence investigation. If you choose Pegasus, it'll help you spot wind shifts and avoid collisions with other kites. That would be a wisdom perception. If you choose Griffin, a griffin can help you hold strong against wind gusts and recover control. That would be a strength athletics check. And then if you would like a Periton, the Periton can help maneuver through shifting winds or crowded skies. That would be a dexterity acrobatics check. Which kites would you guys like to choose?
I like the dragon because it's badass. I'll pick the dragon.
Are you proficient in investigation?
No.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'll take the dexterity one.
All right. So you're gonna what color is the Periton? What color is it?
Purple.
Parrington.
Yeah. What color is yours?
Mine would be. Can it be purple?
Yep. Yours is purple. Okay.
If I can have the Pegasus, I'd like the Pegasus.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Oh, there's plenty of Pegasuses. There's plenty of all of them. So whatever one you want.
I know.
Yeah.
What color is the Pegasus?
Oh, it's definitely red.
Okay.
Red.
No, black.
Black.
Pegasus.
Okay.
Badass black Pegasus.
Okay, yeah, really cool. Maybe some red eyes or something on it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The demon Pegasus.
And you said a Periton, right? For Keto.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a Periton and a Pegasus. What about Ibiza?
I'm gonna take a Periton as well.
Okay.
I'll do mine orange.
Dragon.
Orange.
Yours is orange. Okay.
Am I the only one that picked the dragon?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay. Guarda, you're set on the dragon. What color is the dragon?
Gold dragon.
A gold. Okay. Alrighty. So now all of you have your kites. Whimsy is asks you to take that to come back when you're done and take this stage, the puppet stage, away. Maybe take it to somebody that can dispel the curse trap for good.
We could put him on the elemental, have the bubbles go up and throw it away.
There you go. But with that in mind, you head over to the park, and I'm going to switch our screens here on the live stream. We no longer need the map. This will all be theaters of the mind.
You have a kite picture?
Wait, we have to use our imagination in this game? What
Yeah.
the heck?
Yeah, well, I mean, the first
Imagination.
couple was to get you
Wow.
to that point, and now I have full confidence
Yeah.
in you that,
Yeah.
like me being a rookie DM, I believe we can all take this next step together.
It's a big step.
Yes.
As you're heading out there, you see Todd warming up, and Todd's just like, you guys are going down, and his kite's just doing swoop, swoop. I mean, and there's like a crowd. There's like fans of Todd that have like shirts made.
And Mage Hand's
It's a
gonna
good
give him a
thing-
wedgie.
The Todd group.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a good thing he's a kid. I want to kick him in the shins, but no.
My Mage Hand's gonna give him a wedgie.
As you go to make those somatic components, there is a judge nearby that says no magic. So that is part of the rules. So I'm going to read you the rules, and we'll get started with our contest.
Okay.
So this is going to be 5 rounds. As an action on your turn, you roll a dexterity sleight of hand to control your kite. You may choose to reroll. Again, you get 3 rerolls. And you have to take that new result. Keep track of your score. We'll add up all 4 of your numbers at the end. I think that's it. Oh, kite handling. You have to use 2 hands for the kite. If you don't, you only have 1. Any rolls that you do to control it are going to be at disadvantage. There is absolutely no magic allowed. So you can't use Mage Hand, Guidance, Bardic Inspiration, anything like that. You can, however, use the inspiration that your gracious Dungeon Master has given you because, that's outside of game there. But
Okay.
that's the only thing. If you are caught, you will be disqualified. And you do see that there are lots of judges around. Now, if you do want to try something like that, we will do a deception type of a check. But there is a good chance of getting caught. So with that in mind, are you guys put your tokens out in the park? Oh, never. Yeah. No, not everybody can see that. I guess it don't matter. Are you guys all? Are the 4 of you going to be in the same vicinity, or? I'd imagine you would, but for some reason,
Sure,
I
we
don't
just
want to
stand in the line.
Yeah.
I mean, are we a team or is it this is individual? So
Yeah. I mean, it would probably be cool to show, the 4 of you together, the silver lanterns,
Synchronized kiting.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Bank
No,
left, bank
I-
right, swirl, swirl, swirl.
I'm gonna back away from them because I'm not very good at kiting. I'm gonna learn with Todd, so I'll go next to him.
Okay. All right. Todd's not too far away from you. He's probably about 30 feet away from you. So,
I'll look at him and go like, first time?
you're going down, Guarda. We're going down
Okay.
while my kite goes up. All right. Everybody roll a d20 and use your sleight of hand, please. This will be round 1.
So wait, this is the sleight of hand roll, right?
Yep.
That's a 10.
Natural 20 for Todd.
Ooh.
Natural 20 for Pompeii.
Nice. Very good. All right. I'm not going to keep
I launched that thing with warm air off of my body and it
Sweet.
takes to the skies.
Very, very cool. I'm not going to keep track of your scores, so you guys do that and just let me know at the end. Cool. Does everybody have their scores registered? Actually, just read them off so
yeah.
everybody knows at home. I will keep track because I want to see.
So that is the what we rolled now with the sleight of hand. That is like our score for.
Yeah. So that
round,
is your score with your sleight of hand modifier. If you don't like that and you would like to use one of your 3, would you have the Perryton? If you would rather re-roll that, you can, but you got to take the new roll.
I will re-roll.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Well, I rolled a 2. I got a 7.
Oh, okay.
So I can't roll much worse than a 2.
Yeah. So this would be dexterity acrobatics for you.
All right. Same.
Oh, right. So you use the other proficiency to roll.
You
Gotcha.
gotta be kidding me. Okay, I
Oh,
rolled
no.
the same.
Oh no.
Oh,
You
no.
still have
It's not
your
worse.
DM inspiration.
Get it off the
what's
ground,
goal?
Ibiza.
Is to get the highest score cumulatively?
Mhm.
Is that?
Yep. All 5 rounds. Total them together.
Well, yeah. Okay. I might as well take that inspiration then,
Nice.
and so will that be sleight of hand or it doesn't matter? It's the same modifier.
2.
Roll 3 2s
Okay.
in a row.
I don't know. I'm just busted. It's 7. Okay.
Oh my
clearly,
gosh.
That's what I'm getting.
You're getting okay. So you have a
Your
total
kite
of
goes
7.
whap, whap, whap 3
No,
times
the
into the
universe
ground.
has spoken.
Yeah. You have a
7 is
7.
what-
What did Gorda get?
7 is what I'm getting.
Gorda?
10.
10. Keto.
25.
Gee, Manelli. And Pompey.
I rolled a 19.
Pompey with your modifier, is that a 20 still? Or
It was a natural 20 with a 25 as well.
wow, very
So
good.
25 total.
Okay. I need somebody to roll a d4 for me, please.
I'm doing it. 4.
Okay. Who is standing closest to Guarda?
Todd.
I know Todd is.
Probably. Well, looking at this, probably Pompeii.
Pompey? Okay.
I didn't move my token, so yeah, I guess.
Well, let's just say that most of you are all in the same area anyway. Guarda.
Yes.
At the beginning of the second round, your dragon Kite
It's dragging Pompey down.
is starting to get a mind of its own, and you see it starting to fight against your controls, and looking up, your kite is a mimic, and now it is attacking the other kites.
I can get it to attack Todd's kite and get him out of the.
So here's your options. You can use your reaction right now to either A, regain control, or B, allow chaos. And
Allow chaos.
by allowing chaos,
Yes.
you're letting the mimic do what it wants. Now, do know that if a judge sees you doing this, there could be some ramifications. So, what would you like to do? Do you want to attempt to regain control with your reaction or allow chaos?
Guarda is an honorable person. Of course, she'll try to regain control.
Then I would like for you to do either a strength athletics or a dexterity sleight of hand check to try to regain control.
In this case, I'm going with athletics.
Okay.
That's an 8.
An 8. Would you like to use the inspiration that I generously gave to you 20 minutes ago?
Yes.
Okay. That's probably a good idea.
No, that's still an 8.
Wow. What is with this game? Everyone just is fixed.
Okay. I would like for you to roll me a 6-sided die, please.
Oh, no.
That's not an 8. That's a 5.
Okay. Keto.
Yes.
Guarda's
Yes.
kite is flying towards yours.
You're supposed to attack Todd.
I went by what you rolled on that D6.
Don't really wear 5s.
Keto, you may use your reaction to try to avoid the attack of Guarda's dragon mimic kite.
Okay.
If you would like to do so, strength athletics or dexterity sleight of hand.
Dexterity sleight of hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a luck point.
Okay.
That is a 17.
All right. A 17 is good enough. You're able to perform a maneuver and get your kite out of the way. And Guarda, you're looking up as your dragon's going nom 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 nom.
Like Pac-Man.
Yeah, right across the screen. That is going to allow us to continue in the second round. Would anybody like to do anything other than trying to fly their kite?
Tempted to send my parrot up to fight the mimic, but if the judges think I'm interfering, then I don't know.
I look at Todd and wink at him.
You better get that thing away from my kite.
Try
What
to
are you
push
doing?
the kite.
Judge!
All right, well,
Judge!
should we just go? Should we
Judge.
just go into round two? Round two.
Yeah, unless there's something you want to do, just a reminder, you have to have two hands. So like if you wanted to cast a somatic spell or something like that, you would have to take a hand off. Otherwise, we can just, since Guarda has control of her kite, we can just do round two. If you guys are
Okay.
ready. All right.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Another sleight of hand, right?
That is correct.
Oh, I'm going to re-roll that one.
That's
Better.
nice. That's an 18.
Yeah, me too.
So 10, 18. That's going. That's 28,
Not much
according
better.
to my calculator.
That's pretty good.
22.
22
And I
for
used my
Keo.
inspiration.
You didn't like the 22?
No, I used my inspiration
Oh,
to get the 22.
It's like, wow, 22? Oh, I gotta do better than that. What about Pompeii?
I also used my inspiration. I got 26.
Okay. Ibiza?
Oh, you're beating me.
18.
Okay. All right.
Re-roll that.
Yeah, so all of you did magnificent, especially for Guarda. You have this mimic kite under control, and you can just feel it. It's like if you've ever gone fishing, the tension in the line. I mean, and you're just bringing it in. I mean,
I know how to fish, so that's what Ward is doing. This
Yes.
is like fishing.
yeah, very good. You have extreme control here. So that's the end of round two. At the beginning of round three, the mimic is going to try to break free from you again. So if you would like to use your reaction to regain control or allow chaos, you can do that now. And that is either a strength athletics or sleight of hand dexterity.
Let's go with the strength athletics.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 15.
15 is good enough. You are able to regain control of your mimic kite. So
Yay.
that means round three, nobody's kites are attacked. We can all just roll.
Todd, thank God. Oof, nat 20. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. What is that with your
48.
modifiers? 28?
Oh no, yeah, with my mind of fire, it's 19. It's -1. Sorry.
So we're allowed
Why,
to roll
Wally?
3 times.
Why?
We're allowed to re-roll 3 times now. At this point, if we used our inspiration.
Yeah, so you have your inspiration that I gave you as gracious DM for one. And you get once per round, you can do a re-roll using the ability
Okay, but
of
I
your
have
kite.
to take that one.
But you have to
Okay.
take that one.
But-
Yep, you only
But
get-
I have to use perception because I'm doing the Pegasus, right? So,
yes, wisdom perception, yes.
oh, much better.
I rerolled
21.
as well,
21. Yeah.
and I got a 21 with reroll.
All right, so 21 for Keto, 21 for Pompeii.
This is between Janelle and I. Janelle and I just, I'm now doing this privately as a competition between Janelle and I.
Todd is working magnificently over there. What did Ibiza get?
25, nat 20.
Wow, very
Oh,
good.
dang. 2 nat
First
20s.
roll.
And
Even
then,
even if I only get that 20s, I would still lose to you guys.
and 19 for Guarda. Very good. All
Yes.
right. That'll end round 3. Beginning of round 4, the kite is trying to get away. It's
Athletics
really, really
again?
hungry. Yeah, use a reaction for athletics. Yes.
That's 21.
All right. Once again, you succeed. I don't
One
think
minute.
that's legal that you have that up there. All right, let's roll for round
Okay.
4.
Careful what you say, Todd. It's not the only thing that bites.
Oh, Colin, you've rubbed off on me. I'm on 7.
Uh-oh.
I'm re-rolling that
Me
one.
too.
All right.
That's-
I'm re-rolling that.
Don't forget
So
to
with
use your ability from your
-1.
kite.
Ooh, that's a nice roll. 15. Okay.
All right, 15
Minus
for Guarda.
Guarda, yeah, that's 16 -1.
How many
That's
rounds
15.
in this game?
We
One
have
more,
one
yeah.
more
Yep.
after this.
One more.
Yep.
14 total for me.
14 for...
I got a 19.
19 for Keto.
And I used another one of my rerolls, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. What about what did Ibiza get?
16.
16.
I used a
Okay.
roll as well.
So now we are at the top of round 5. So once again, the mimic is trying to break free from you. So use your reaction or allow chaos.
Go, come on. Ooh, that's a 14.
14 is exactly what you needed. That is right
Oh.
on the dot there. So,
Those +5 athletics really help.
yeah. Yes. So if you're running this at home, adjust the DC as you see fit. Maybe escalate it so it goes from like 14 to 16 to 18 to 20 or something like that.
As the rounds get closer
Yeah.
to the end.
And you're getting a
harder.
little bit more tired from, or give disadvantage
Yeah.
because you're getting tired from
Like
there.
exhaustion or something.
Yeah. All right. Everybody, make your rolls.
Using my last luck point,
Hmm.
advantage.
Wally, what was the reroll for the dragon?
The reroll for the dragon is intelligence investigation check.
Ooh, so that's +0. I want to
Kind of
reroll.
wish you didn't take that now, huh?
No, it was all
Now
fair.
you wish you had the griffin.
Yeah.
No, I still got an 18. +0, 18.
All right.
I like it. 80. That's my total.
What was it? 18?
18, yes.
Okay. Ibiza?
8.
8. All right. Kinto? Keto, sorry.
What? Keto, well, originally I had a 20, but I decided to use my last reroll and go for it. And I got a 24.
Of course.
Oh, nice.
Pompey?
I went the other
Okay.
way. I lost.
I'm gonna dare because I got a 17, but I haven't done my reroll. I wanted to see what Keto got, so I'm gonna reroll. Come on, give me something. 22.
22.
Ooh.
Not close enough.
Yeah, I lost
right.
on my reroll, so.
All right. What
Well done,
are
guys.
your totals?
80.
I don't know.
I don't know. You were writing it down.
I
didn't
wrote
that.
it down. I told you to keep
I
track.
got 80.
0 then. 80 for Gorda.
Yes.
Let's see here.
74 for Ibiza.
74. Let's see here. Pompey, I had you as a 25, a 26, a 21, a 14, and a 25. That's 111. That's really, really good. Keto, I had you as a 25, a 22, a 21, a 19, and a 24 for 111.
Oh, we're tied.
Oh my god.
What about Todd?
What's
I
Todd's
need you
score?
both. I need you both to make one more check using your Kite modifier.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna get this one. I can tell.
19.
16. Yeah.
Okay.
What about Todd?
Who cares about Todd?
So
I
at
wanted
the
to
end,
be Keto.
at the end, the judges make their way around, and the trophy for the golden kite goes to Keto this time.
Okay.
And for anybody that has a 90 or higher, you get a nice little silver consolation prize. And
Nice.
And then the rest of you get a
kick in the shin.
Everybody gets a
Kick in the shins. Everyone else gets a kick in the shins.
Everybody gets
I'm
a meal ticket, a free meal ticket to the International House of Waffles.
Warta gets upset
Wow.
because she didn't get the consolation prize and lets the mimic go on the sky rampage.
Okay. I like that. I like that. So the
I'm gonna
mimic
go
kite
shake
goes up,
Todd's hand.
and then it floats up. Todd looks at you and says, "You did really good. You did really good. I was a little bit
You did.
distracted. Did you see that monster that he was flying up there? That
I
dragon was
did
attacking?
it. Attacked my kite.
Yes. You did good. Congratulations to you guys.
Well, you
Despite
did
that.
well as well.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'll be back
quit
next
picking
year.
on
You
you.
guys are in trouble.
I go up to Todd and like, here's your consolation prize. And I give him the marionette thing. Here.
Oh, I appreciate that very much. This looks really cool. I got a couple puppets I can put on this. I can't wait to go home and play with it.
You're to die for. You will enjoy this.
Yes.
No,
And with and with the mimic Kite floating off into the city, and Todd taking a
Dancing.
cursed puppet marionette stage home. That is going to end our game.
We enjoy our evening eating and popping bubbles.
Yes.
Yep.
We all go to the dance later.
That's right. Awesome. That's
Except
all.
for Whimsy, he doesn't go to the dance.
Yeah, Whimsy
No.
Whimsy's done with the dancing.
He's dance shy.
He's done
Yeah.
with the he's done with the dancing. I don't know if How to RPG is still out there. Hey, how you doing? DM Stretch and Ket Up. Sorry, I forgot all about the live chat. But good to see everybody. I think they're all gone because there's only 2 people now. So
Me
anyway.
and you.
Well, I'm one of them. I'm leaving.
Yeah, so for those of you watching at home, those are 3 micro encounters that you're going to find in the Quintessential Guide to Urban Encounters. I have written 4 of them now. That also includes the puzzle that I released earlier on my channel today. So if you watch that puzzle video, the full write-up for that is also available. And it's a fun, easy puzzle that you can throw into your game. And it looks like we're still sitting at just over 50% mark, 130 backers, and yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. Any other final words before we get out of here for the night?
Was fun.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you.
You bet.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, so those are the micro encounters, and I guess it's time to go. So
Same time next week?
yeah.
More next week, guys.
We just keep doing this.
Just keep
We should
streaming.
do this every Tuesday.
Until
Every
it
Tuesday you
gets
should just
funded,
put this
we'll
together.
keep
While
doing it over and over and over.
Sounds good. All right, take care, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you very much for watching.
Bye, everyone.
On to the next.
Bye.
Bye.